Hey, it's Miss Pritzl, and this is another one of our new books this year. It's called At the End of Everything. Good title. And it's by Marieke Nijkamp. So look how that's spelled. I double-checked how it's pronounced. She is from the Netherlands, so yes, it's Marieke Nijkamp. I first read her first book that really was... I don't know if it was her first book, but it was a breakout book, was about a school shooting. And then I've read a book that was kind of a creepy mystery, sort of horror-ish. And then another one that was definitely just suspense mystery, kind of escape room type thing. And then this one is an apocalyptic, end of the world kind of pandemic. So whether she was inspired by COVID, I don't know. End of the world epidemics, pandemics are not a new thing. If you're like, what's the difference? An epidemic would be localized. So if it only was in the United States, it'd be an epidemic. When it goes around the world, that's when it becomes a pandemic. So, all right. So this is set in rural Virginia at a juvenile detention facility, a privately run juvenile detention facility. And I'll be honest in that the author kind of is like inserting her feelings on the juvenile, the juvenile system. Let's just say that. So all of a sudden one day, like they talk about like, oh, they get this therapy, they have these group meetings, the routines of this facility that they're in, and then all of a sudden, all the adults are gone. And the kids are like, first they're like noticing that routines aren't happening, and then they're like noticing adults are gone. And then, so some of them are like, okay, we're going to leave this facility and we're going to find out what happened. And the group runs into a National Guard unit who eventually tells them, who's like, you cannot pass, and eventually tells them what's going on, and that there was a sickness going around, and, it's shelter in place. So, yeah, I'm guessing she was sort of inspired by COVID, but once again, this is not COVID that people are getting, because people who are getting sick, they're getting sick fast, they're dying fast, and they're dying pretty horribly, like coughing up blood and other things like that. Some do survive, but it's some of the group, once they know what's going on, some of the group, they go back to the facility. Some of them were like, we're going to leave. We're going to head out on our own. There's nobody to stop us. And the other group are like, hey, this is the place we know. This is the place we're safe. We have stockpiles of certain things. And so it's kind of this, it's a survival type read. So I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I first read the book that was the school shooting, and it took a different take on it. So it was really, I really enjoyed that book. And then I read her kind of that creepy misty one set in Alaska, and I read another one that was like this escapist mystery suspense. And then this one, which is this apocalyptic, which would put it in the sci-fi realm, because that's really where it would fall. Speculative fiction is another word that gets bandied around, but we could have a zillion different categories. Basically, I'd have to say this is sci-fi. So I really enjoyed this book. I hope you will come in. If you like apocalyptic fiction, you might want this book, but I can help you find something else. I know some other ones that I enjoy. If you like this author, you can come and find out some other books by this author, or anything. If you like, I love to recommend books to people, so come in and see me. Give me a challenge. I don't mind a challenge. Sometimes I have to say to kids, okay, I can't find it right now, but give me a little time and I will, Okay. So hope you have a fantastic day, and as always, keep on reading.